We always start this with me talking. Hey y'all, hey,
Hey,
welcome
hey,
back.
hey.
This is our fourth episode of this season, and as you can see, we
Yes,
are very
honey.
excited to be here.
Mm-hmm.
I am again, if you have not visited our pages or listened to this podcast in the past, my name is Amanda B, and my
And I
co-host over
am
here is
TJ, aka Dr. Johnson's Takes.
okay,
Okay.
and we are the Rich Aunties. This podcast, we are celebrating rich being a state of mind and not just a bank account. So don't get twisted by the names. We ain't balling yet, but we
No.
also live in a world where we believe that we are rich because of the things that we do have. We're
That's
blessed.
right.
We are both in a, working on our careers. We're growing. So we are rich just from that.
Yes. And currently I am rich in food because this is going to
She about to
be
eat.
a mukbang episode of the podcast, guys.
She
Um,
gonna be mukbanging by
that might
herself, but I
even be
got
the
my coffee.
title. The mukbang episode. So, because I am
And I'm gonna drink
hungry.
my
How has your
coffee.
how has your weekend been? Slash week.
My weekend has been pretty good. So I literally need to get some more ginkgo because I literally forget what I did yesterday. But last week was pretty cool. We recorded last Monday, and you guys saw me all done up because I got my pictures done for my new team. So I got
Period.
those back. I shared something to my close friends the other day, so I got a few of those photographs back. It's been a slow weekend because it's a holiday weekend, so no one's really
Right.
working, no one's really in the office, no one's really doing anything. But so I chilled. What did I do on Saturday? I actually did church from home.
What?
Because it's
Which church did
honestly,
you watch?
I did Seabrook, Pastor
Okay.
Damian Johnson. Absolutely
Yes.
love
How was it?
him. Absolute. It was great. He's
Awesome.
captivating. He knows how to speak the word and be realistic and relatable. So I absolutely enjoyed it. After church, I went to a cookout, had me some fun at a cookout. My niece and my best friends met me there. Sunday, I did hair. I did hair yesterday. And today I did hair this morning. And come to find out, so I was telling you part of it before we got on. So I did a celebrity's
Yeah.
hair this morning, y'all. I did me a whole,
Girl.
I don't know if I should say the name
No, no,
because
no. Don't
I
do
don't know if it's, yeah, I don't know if I should say the name for privacy reasons. But what I did tell you was there was a mix up. So it was more than one celebrity in that hotel. And I had the wrong one. I did the wrong celebrity's hair this morning, and it was a whole mix up. But I think the Lamb Squad figured it out,
it.
and
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, I touched a
Really.
celebrity today, y'all. I touched
Period.
a celebrity. I don't know who he
Period.
is, but somebody do. Like somebody know who the man is.
Almost five
So
hundred thousand people know who he is. Okay.
that's true. She looked them
Almost
up. She found it.
500,000.
Just not me. I didn't know who he was, but he seemed like a really nice gentleman. I was in and out. He just got his hair blow dry, put a little mousse in it, a little sheen spray, and that was it.
Did you
And
like
now
it?
I'm home. He's honestly, I didn't even give him a mirror to look. It was so like in and out. He just,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
He was in
Remember
a
I told you like
rush.
based on his pictures, I'm like maybe I should
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
round brushed a little bit more because he does like a little
Yeah.
pompadour look. Yeah, and I didn't really give him all that. I just gave him a little something, sheened it, spritzed it, and I left. But I mean,
Yeah.
it was giving cute. It's just not his normal look.
Yeah.
So we'll
What
see
would
because I'm
be
definitely gonna look for this
hilarious?
footage.
Exactly. I was gonna say what would be hilarious is if everybody's like, "Oh my goodness, we like," because you know the style people be talking. Well,
Yeah.
we love this change for him. Da 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 da. They're gonna come looking for you, girl.
Well, come looking for me, Amanda Baldwin. Hello, Amanda B. Who was Amanda B? Come find me, y'all. I'm here in the DC area.
Period.
Come get me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was my
That's
morning. So
good.
my weekend was pretty chill. I didn't really do much of anything. Just relaxing, letting my hair down. I slept in a
As
little
you
bit because I
should.
can't really sleep in because August needs to be walked around 7:30 every
That's your
morning, child.
child.
I told you that he runs my life. I can't do anything without thinking of him first. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't sleep in, but I will get a nap in today.
Good, good, good. I
What about
support
you?
that decision. My weekend, girl. Let me put the food to the side for a second, because you know I'll be talking with my hands and whatnot. I need the
Yeah, we got to have the emotions and the
absolutely. Um,
understand.
my weekend was good. It was good. I decided to do a little staycation because the majority of my weekend was going to be in DC. And so I was
Okay.
like, instead of like driving back and forth, being tired, and trying to drive. Let me just stay one night in the Moxie. And I love the Moxie. Mm-hmm. By the way, when I went there and I checked in, I said, I'm on your Instagram page just so y'all know.
Okay.
They ain't give me nothing. They said, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Da, 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 da. It's changed
no,
so
it's
much
not
since
cute.
you last been here.
It's not cute. Where's my money?
What would be cuter would be a complimentary stay.
You understand what I'm saying? Because you use my likeness.
I'm saying. I mean, I agreed to it, but still. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
I scratch, period. And thank you.
And thank you. But it was really cute there. I initially went up to DC on Friday. The weekend was for one of my really good friends. Shout out to KC. Her birthday. Her birthday was last week or the week before, but every Memorial Day weekend, she has a weekend where all her friends come to her or go somewhere, and we just have a good time. We chill, we eat, we make plans that never happen. But this year,
love that.
75% of the plans did happen, and I said this is a success. Okay. So Friday, we went to The Little Mermaid. We went to see that, and girl,
was it good? Don't tell me I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to go with my best friend on her birthday.
I mean, but it was the actual movie, so
I have, but like, I always get nervous when they do remakes. Like we were talking about The Color Purple. We can get to that later, but I have a thing with makeovers, and I know like based on The Color Purple, like we're going to talk later. It's different. It's slightly different, but sometimes I feel like you should leave well enough alone. Like we've already done it a million times. Let's not do it again. So that's why I always get nervous. Yes, I've seen the cartoon version, but I'm the one. If it's not like the cartoon, but in live form, I don't want to throw the whole movie away.
Well, I will say it is very much like the cartoon.
Like good. Form. Okay.
Hallie was amazing. We all know her voice is top tier, so she gonna give what it needs to give. I gave it a 9.2.
Okay.
Which is pretty high. And I did dock off some points, but because I don't want to spoil it for you, I'm
don't say anything
9.2. Yes, and we can revisit this on the next episode if you've seen it by then.
How I feel, yeah. Okay,
exactly. Okay. And so that was Friday. Saturday, what I do? I had to sing at District Community. Shout out to Pastor Joanne Cortez and District Community Campus out in Northwest DC. I'm officially transferring my membership this week. It's happening.
Good. I think that's a good move. Because what we're not going to do.
We're not going to do that. Is that?
Oh, child. We don't even have no time for that either. But I get it. I need to finalize where my membership is going to go. Now I'm conflicted because I love Pastor Damian John. I love him, but I love Pastor Graham as well. Mm-hmm. But Damian Johnson was my pastor at Pennsylvania Avenue. And history. Yeah, it's a lot of history there. So I don't know. I'm conflicted on what church I want to join.
Take your time, girl.
But I'm going to take my time. But I'm also leaning more so towards Damien because he's right around the corner. The history's there. Yeah. I also looked into getting some therapy through the church, even though sometimes I question therapy through the church for, those reasons that we've discussed on. Obvious reasons. I don't want, again, God is my light. I love him. Let's not get it twisted. But sometimes you just need to have more of a separate viewpoint on
psychological.
Yeah, and I'm not crazy.
Yeah. Not just spiritual.
Yeah, not just spiritual. And I'm gonna give it a chance to see how it goes. But if we're spewing things, I'm like, especially from the SDA community, you know how we feel about that. Love my people. But sometimes y'all get on my nerves, and I don't got time because this piercing I just got is going to be out. I'm not putting it up. I'm going to wear my jewelry. I'm going to wear all my stuffs. I'm going to have my tattoos out. If there's a problem, get somebody else to do it. But that's my TED talk on that. So hopefully I would know. Hopefully I would know where I'm going soon. But I need to make a commitment because I do want to be part of a church community for sure.
Nice, good. So, yeah, I agree. I support that move and that decision. And then what else? Saturday night we went to dinner. We went to Clyde's in DC. That was my first time there. It's like right by. It's like in Gallery Place.
Okay, I've
and
heard of it. I
check
just
it
never
out.
been to that one.
Yeah, it's really nice. I liked it.
Okay.
I kept it real safe. Okay, foodie time. Foodie time. I looked at the menu beforehand because I needed to know what I was
Okay.
getting.
You need to know. You need to know.
I need to know. And it's like majority seafood, oysters, etc.,
Mm-hmm.
etc. But I was like, you
Mm-hmm.
know what?
My thing.
I'm gonna stick with fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, and
Mm-hmm.
some kind of greenery. Because I'm
Okay.
like, it's only so many ways you can mess up fried chicken. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, you're right. You're right.
So we get there, we sit down. This is gonna be a long episode, child. Because we still in the intro.
I
It's been
know.
10 minutes. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna wrap it up in a second. We
Okay.
get there, we are seated. There's 20 of us. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Our waiter, we'll call him Billy. His
Okay.
name was
All right,
actually Billy.
Billy.
His name was Billy.
Okay.
Billy was overwhelmed. Okay. Billy did not come to take our drink order until a good 30 minutes in.
Oh
And
wow.
then came back to take our food order maybe an hour in to us sitting down. So our reservation was at 8:30. Half of us got there at
Mm-hmm.
8:30. And then by
Okay.
the time everybody got there, it was maybe 9. I don't think we ate until 11. Because
Girl, you lying.
I remember distinctly looking at my phone and it was like 10:45 and the food hadn't come out yet, but I was like, I want dessert. So I asked one of the other waiters passing by. I know. Look at your face. I was one of the other waiters passing by. I was like, what time does the kitchen close? And he was like, oh, not for a while. I said, okay. That's all I
Just
need to
making
know.
sure because I came here to eat and I
Listen, and I'm getting my dessert. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. But the food was good. It was really, really good. The chicken was seasoned and very delectable. The creme
Okay.
brulee that I had for dessert, top tier.
Good. Okay.
You know, I
Okay.
enjoyed it. So Saturday was good. Sunday we chilled, but went to an escape room.
Okay.
That was
Oh,
fun. That was
I always said I want to
fun.
try that. Okay.
Girl, you got to go with a good group of people that will give you the drama that you need, but also know what they're think
Doing
critically.
okay. Okay.
Because
Okay.
at the end of
Okay.
the day, you want to escape.
Yeah. I'm trying
You
to
don't
get
want
out.
to be in there. You don't want to be in there. The clock is running down, 30 seconds left, and you still
Okay. Trying to
what
figure
we
some
do.
things out.
So overall, good weekend. Enjoyed
Okay.
it. Can't wait for the next one.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving that for you. I'm loving that for
Thank
you.
you. Thanks, girl. You ready for the
Mm-hmm.
agenda?
Yes, let's get into it because I know they're like, what are y'all about to talk about today? What are y'all about to talk about today?
Let's start with the color purple, since you mentioned it.
Ah,
Okay. We're just going to get it out of the way because I know you have thoughts, but for the people that may not know who are watching or listening, it's the deep side for me. So the color purple is being remade or made, depending on how you look at it.
into a musical.
It was a musical on Broadway. So
Originally,
the movie, first of all, book. Alice Walker, great book. Made into a movie, great movie. Made into a musical on Broadway, great musical. I haven't seen it in person, but it got a lot of awards, recognition, etc. Fantasia played the lead character on Broadway for a very long time. So now they are now they are making the musical into a musical movie, and Fantasia is playing the lead character again, deservedly so, because them vocals was vocaling. In addition, in the movie, we have Oprah as a producer. It's being distributed through Warner Brothers, of course. Oprah is gonna anything that has to do with color purple, she gonna do it.
She on it.
We have she on it. We have the Little Mermaid, Halle Bailey. She's gonna be playing Nettie. We have Taraji P. Henson, your girl,
my
your
boo,
twin,
my twin,
is gonna be playing Suge Avery. And I'm gonna come back to that after your discussion because we talked about that a little bit over the weekend. And there's a bunch of other people. Okay,
a bunch of other people. A bunch of other people.
Her is in it. I heard Sierra is in it as somebody. I don't know who. I'm like, I'm not convinced with the Sierra casting,
because I don't know what is her purpose. No shade. Did not know that she was on it, but maybe leave her out. So okay, my thoughts are gonna be very short and to the point. I don't understand. And now I actually saw Fantasia when she played in the play. I definitely saw it when they came to DC.
Nice.
I will not deny that it was not a great experience. It was a great performance. I had tears in my eyes. I cried, and I left a little speechless. Right. So I think that I never read the book, but I have watched the movie, and like I said, I saw the play. Great things. Now, for me, okay, why do we have to make it into a musical? Okay, we've already done it. Okay, we did the Broadway, and we've had a movie, and we got a book. Why are we doing it again? Why? I think that's my biggest thing.
You know why?
Money.
Yes.
Like you got.
That is it.
Get somebody else to do it. Y'all made enough money on this storyline. Let's get something else. Everything is being remade. Mm-hmm. Every single thing is being remade. And it's grinding my gears. Where's the originality? Where is the newness in the entertainment business? That's why it's boring to me now, because everything is legit done over and over and over and over again. And that's literally just my thought on it. Like, I'm not going to say, and it might be a great performance. Like the casting as well, minus Sierra, because why is she there? Because she can't even sing, baby. She can't hold a note. The only thing she can do is pop her. She can just do a little dance, baby.
And
that's all she got.
Movie. Like,
it's not. And maybe this is gonna be a serious role for her. Maybe she's trying to elevate. Maybe she's trying to expand. Great.
Maybe she'll change our minds.
Baby, I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying to go see that.
No, I will buy the tickets. We will go together.
Because I'm not paying for it. I'll buy the popcorn
on Christmas Day. It comes out on Christmas.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean that's fine with me too. But I don't know. I just something about the remakes are grinding my gears. I need something more original. I need something new. I need something to be excited about. And this doesn't excite me. It doesn't excite me because we've seen it before. It's been done several times. We don't need to see it again. We've been there. We've done it, and we don't need it no more. And that's just my thought.
I hear you. All of that in consideration, I would have to say, I have two thoughts on it.
Okay.
Obviously, it's for money. I'm like, Fantasia, we haven't seen her come out with an album in a while.
No.
She hasn't. She always tours. But, I think for her, this is going to be a possible Oscar win.
For Sierra?
Oscar win. I said Fantasia, girl.
Oh, girl, I said, hold on, the phone broke up a little bit. I said, wait a daggone minute.
Let me. Fantasia. Let me bring the mic.
Okay, Fantasia. Okay, and I think she deserves that. I think she deserves some type of award because that girl can sing. Absolutely. She brought chills to my body while she performed on that stage. Chills. That's why I was crying. She did an amazing job. Amazing.
Yeah, and so I definitely think that from Oprah's perspective, Oprah don't need the money. I think Oprah is trying to be an EGOT winner, the Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony, get that whole thing. So she's going to put her hand in as many pots as possible. Fantasia also, I think, is probably on that same wavelength. I think she already has a Grammy. I have to look at her list of awards and stuff. But she may have a Tony with The Color Purple or whatever, but she can get those awards. She can get an Oscar with this, for sure. Whether it's for Best Song, whether it's for Best Actress, Best Performance, whether it's like as a whole, the cast gets like Best Motion Picture, Best Musical, whatever. Awards. That's the first thing.
And I want that for her. I just don't want to see the damn movie, but okay.
I know. You said I'm a support from a distance.
Yeah.
The other thing that I think will be interesting to see how they handle is, like, in the book, Alice Walker kind of places specific emphasis on, what's Fantasia's character's name?
She is actually playing Whoopi Goldberg's character in the movie. Yes, he's playing Celie.
Celie, okay. I was like, Celie.
Yeah.
So Celie and Suge, they have like a lesbianic relationship situation.
In the book, right?
In the book. Okay. That was not really touched on as much in the movie. And
no, but you can see it though. You can see it though. And they didn't touch on it. I don't remember I don't remember them touching on it in the play either, no.
Yeah. And I understand why they probably didn't highlight it as much. It was made in a specific time. they want to tell this story, but maybe not cause as much controversy. But it is 2023,
Yeah, and things have
and I'm
evolved. Yeah,
interested. Yeah, I'm interested to see how they kind of handle that part of the story.
yeah.
And just in general, I like musicals. I am a
I,
musical girl.
girl, me
Oh, the
too.
third thing. Third thing, accessibility. So
Mm,
when it was on Broadway, or even when it came to like the Kennedy Center or whatever, not everybody can afford
yeah,
to go. Not everybody is
true,
able to go.
true.
Going to the movies is something that
It's a
more people
little
will be able to
expensive. Yeah,
see.
I get it. I
Yeah,
get
and
it.
then it
Okay.
goes to streaming, it goes to all these other places. They are able to get the story out to more people in that way. So
Yeah.
I get it, but I also understand your perspective.
I see my trip to the play was sponsored. I didn't pay for it myself.
Exactly,
I was
exactly.
surprised with the I was surprised with the tickets with this guy that I was dating at the time. It's been some years,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, but I didn't pay for the tickets. I get it. It was honestly, I don't even know how much the tickets cost. I'm not going to assume, but I
It
can.
was expensive.
Well,
It had to be at
thank you,
least
sir, for the tickets. I
50.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it because I definitely didn't pay for it. I get your points. Your points are valid. I just, me personally, like I said before, and if you pay for the ticket, girl, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Like
I will. That
I'm
will
gonna go
be
on a
my
date with
Christmas
you. It's
present to
cool.
you. My Christmas present to you is going to see that movie.
All right, and I bought a popcorn, so we can talk about it when
Period.
we get to that area at that time,
Yeah.
and we'll maybe my thoughts will have changed based on me
By
watching
then,
the
very
film.
possible. Very
Yeah,
possible.
we'll see.
Okay. Well, now we're going to
Okay.
transition into some other topics. So
Okay.
I'm going to let you kind of decide, but we have some dating things that have kind of been floating around social media.
Yeah, we can talk
Um,
about that.
the Derrick Jaxn situation with his wife and her interview.
I did
We can
not see the
talk,
interview. Oh my gosh, I should have watched it before
girl.
this, but I've
We
heard
can talk about it
snippets.
still.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Unless you
Let's
want to
talk about
wait
it.
and we can talk about it next time. What do you think?
No, this
After
is
you see the
fine.
interview. Okay.
No, it's fine. This is
This is
fine. Because I know you're
fine.
gonna
We'll
catch
just
me up
start
real
with that.
quick.
Real quick, I'll give you the summary. And then
Yes.
you can decide afterwards if you want, the details. So Derrick Jaxn is, or was, hopefully it's a was by now, a very prominent social media
Mm-hmm.
relationship dating guru. Um,
Trash.
Beautiful man, chocolate, black man.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was like, we're going to
Mm-hmm.
listen to you because you're fine. That's really what it was.
I mean,
We're
but
going to
that was
listen to you
part of
because
it for
you're fine.
sure. He's a very attractive
Yeah,
guy. Yes.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me make sure you can still hear me. Um, a couple of years ago, it came out through Tasha K fame, who her reputation is already torn down to the ground, child.
Mm.
But a woman came forward on Tasha
Mm-hmm.
K's show accusing him or revealing that she and Derrick Jaxn were having a long term affair. To which many people said he was married because not many people knew.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently it was like a if you know, you know situation as far as him being
Mm-hmm.
married. So this woman comes out, talks about their affair, how it's been ongoing, what they did, da 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 da, etc. So Derrick Jaxn comes out in damage control mode with his wife sitting next to him,
I
and
remember that
there's a
one.
video.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there's a video.
Very
Briefly,
uncomfortable to
I just want
watch.
to say, okay,
Very
my
uncomfortable.
issue with that video, I have a few. My first issue
Mm-hmm.
is why is this the first time we're seeing her in the forefront?
Number one.
That's my first thing.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. You have something to say about that?
Number two.
Yeah.
Why did it look like he had like a gun to the back of her head that we didn't see? Because she felt it looked like she was so uncomfortable and
Okay.
like so like I don't want to be here. I'm lying for this man. I'm being his beard, whatever you want to call me. And it was uncomfortable to watch. It was uncomfortable to
Yes.
watch.
And number three, the bonnet of salvation.
Mm.
Because why, you as my husband, you want me to come and I'm going to stand beside you. Why am I coming to stand beside you in a bonnet of salvation? No. If I am coming to the forefront, y'all see me for the first time, my face is beat, my hair is laid, my body is snatched, my outfit is on. What is this? That's
See,
disrespectful. I don't like that.
you know
I
everybody is not a
don't follow Derek Jaxn.
fashionista. Everybody's not a fashionista.
Because
That wouldn't have been me,
bro.
That wouldn't have been me. But I am a basic chick. Y'all see what I got on right now? I got a little jean jacket on.
This would have been acceptable. You look like something. She looked like she woke up and woke out of bed, and he said, "Come sit on the couch. We're gonna do this video." That is disrespectful from your husband. For your husband to put you on camera, not looking your best, because we have since seen her looking the way that she looks.
Yeah, it's looking good. Yeah.
Get out of here.
Child. You know what? Some people don't need to be in the spotlight. And that's apparent. Like, some people don't need to be out in the spotlight. And go ahead.
Yeah, that's the background, okay? So this situation comes out. She was sticking beside him. She was doing her Instagram lives, talking about, I curse anyone that comes against my marriage, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, do you, boo? We ain't got nothing to do with it. This is a him issue.
Yeah, we don't care that much. But
You're not in it. You're not in it.
Go off.
So fast forward, they are now estranged. I don't think they're divorced yet. Yeah, very much makes sense. And she does this interview with a man named Lateris Whitfield. His podcast is called the Dear Future Wifey Podcast. Free promo. But shout out to the Black podcast community.
Yes. How y'all doing?
And he kind of rose to prominence because of that viral video where a social media star, comedian, Witty, she had on the wig, and she was talking about God will never leave you nor forsake you. You know, and the wig fell off and fell behind the couch. And she said, "Oh my God, nigga." She said, we still rolling?
I'm weak.
We still rolling? And that went viral.
Yeah, I do.
That went viral.
That was her with the wig?
That wasn't Danae, no.
Oh, I was saying. Oh, okay, like I was like, girl, that was her with the wig?
No. I'm just saying how this man ended up getting Danae on the podcast, because now he's gotten more acclaim, and the girl whose wig fell off, she got more. Okay. So he's been getting a lot of like really popular people in Black culture to come on the show. So Danae comes on the show. Yeah. Where to begin? The first thing that comes to mind is the fact there's a snippet that went kind of viral. She said, "At one point in our relationship, I knew the other women's bodies better than I knew my own." And I said, "Excuse me? Excuse me?"
I need a cigarette.
And the reason she said that is because, and I believe this was before they actually got married and they were dating, she was like, "Yeah, me and the other girls would pass each other on the stairs. Taking shit."
I did hear that part. I heard that part, and I wanted to believe that was a joke. Okay.
And she said, literally, because he said, no, you're just being figurative, like just like there were a lot of women. She's like, "No, we would pass each other on the stairs." I said, and okay, here's the thing. I am not a judgy person. I am very much team do whatever works for you in your relationship.
Yeah.
But when you can see that obviously this is not working, that this is not healthy.
Why are you? So, okay. I know there's more, but I'm really getting stressed out because.
And we can stop it anytime.
I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, he needed to take accountability for his actions, and she does too at this point. I don't even know the rest of the story.
She did.
Good, because baby.
And I'll get into that, yeah.
Lord, you need a storyline that bad. Like, that would have been kept where it was at, in the dark. Because now I'm looking like an idiot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, I don't get people. I don't even like. And I understand that, okay, you want to speak out because it's your husband or your, ex or whatever the case was all on social media making a living by giving people relationship advice. And you're like, how dare he give this advice? But you married him. You knew all of this before he got his behind on social media spewing all this advice. And no funny. His advice, a lot of his advice was valid.
Yes.
A lot of his advice made sense.
And it's probably because he was doing it and he knew the behind the scenes inner
You see
workings
what I'm saying? So like,
okay.
but you knew that you were eating off of that. You were eating off of that.
She was, and she talked about that too.
So why? So what? Let me ask this. Do you know why now that they're estranged now? Why? Because the first interview, blew up in y'all's faces. People had a lot to say. It caused more, controversy in the relationship, the arguments. What happened? Because you was fine until you sat your behind that couch looking a mess.
Sometimes
you were fine until you got on that couch, baby. So what is it now that made you say
embarrassment?
Because I'm a firm believer. Like, I'm not sitting here saying like, oh, I haven't done some things or been in a situation where if it got out, people would probably be questioning me.
Right.
The gag is, I don't give a daggone. I'm not about to get in the couch and be like, oh, I don't care, baby. I lived it, I did it, and I don't care.
Okay.
And I don't care. I don't care. And I'll have to explain myself to you. If I choose to, I will. If I don't, I don't. And you can call me anything. You can talk about my little headband. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'm still going to sleep well at night.
You got a headband of righteousness.
Amen. Okay. And I'm going to go to bed tonight, tomorrow, and I think about none of y'all. Because guess what? None of y'all have started paying my bills yet. Now, when y'all start paying my bills, then I made it. But I'm not.
Consider the opinions.
You said I might consider, but if let's say hypothetically we get to a point where we're blown up, it's because of my raw honesty, and y'all already know I don't care. So you can say whatever you want to. I mean, but that's I swear, yo, like things I be baffled. Be so baffled. Like, I just don't get it. Like,
well, back to your comment on the accountability.
Yes.
Because she did say in the same interview that she was a willing participant in a lot of these shenanigans. And I was like, okay, take your accountability, But in addition, I was like, what led her to the point of wanting to be a willing participant in this?
Like, what about this relationship? What was he doing in the relationship? Was he forcing you? Was he verbally abusive? Oh, you got some more for me? Okay.
Oh, yeah. So apparently, she and Derrick first started dating shortly after she experienced a sexual assault situation. Okay. So she, I believe it was at a party or some kind of function. She was assaulted, like in a secluded area, and nobody could hear her, et cetera, et cetera. Trauma. Okay. Fast forward a couple of weeks, you meet this man. He fine. He chocolate. He tall. He is paying attention to you and kind of giving you the love and care that you are desperately yearning for after this traumatic event. Probably a little bit more likely to do whatever it takes to keep that energy in your life. So I was like, okay, it makes sense. I don't like it.
Don't like it at all.
Sense. So that was kind of the backstory and the foundation there.
It was a trauma bonding for her. Like, she bonded with him through trauma, and I get it. I personally have only trauma bonded with you. I've trauma bonded with you because of our. But I don't know. Like, I can't. Again, I've been through some, sexual assault in my life. I've been through a lot of things, and I have taken a lot of time to be by myself to evaluate how I end up in these situations, why I was, open to being abused in a certain way. Like, of course, no one asks to be sexually assaulted. You think that you could trust somebody, and you because a lot of times that saying goes, like, most of the time when you're assaulted by somebody, it's by somebody that you trust. And you would never think that person would do that to you. And that's definitely what happened to me, But I learned from it, but I didn't attach myself to anybody else, because it does a lot to me. Again, this is my opinion. A lot of things that happen to us as women is because we don't stand our ground, and we don't use our resources and our friends and our family in the way that we should when we're going through those things. And I firmly say this all the time, that I'm the first one to publicly say, I'll tell you, I'm going to talk to my other best friend. I'm going to talk to this friend over here. Y'all gonna know what's going on. Y'all may judge me in the backside. I don't know, but I'm gonna be open because I love to hear other people's points of views, and I like to hear people's advice because everyone has a different walk of life. But you can learn from every individual that you have in your circle, and a lot of people don't do that, and that's why we. And again, I'm not speaking just to this.
This is not victim blaming.
Yeah, this is not because no one should be assaulted. No one, because I remember that day like it was yesterday. I was 16 years old. I'm 37, so no one should be assaulted in that way. No one should be violated in that way. Everyone's feelings, emotions, body should be respected. If I say no, I don't care if you've touched it before. I don't care if you've seen it before. You don't have the right because I said no.
Period.
But use your village, use your people to grow, heal, because before you move on to another situation, maybe it wasn't a physical abuse, but it was mental. Your self-esteem was broken. Like you don't, no woman deserves it.
They don't talk about that enough.
Hello, you were being pimped out high key, like for some money. This man made money off of some BS. Some BS, and it's really sad, to be quite honest. I'm not talking bad towards this young lady. It's really sad.
The situation in and of itself is really sad. Yeah. And kind of an aside, something that you said reminded me of something I posted on Instagram today. Is that I'm just so grateful to have Black men in my life that really beat the stereotype in one way or another, that are actually open and vulnerable and honest and willing to share their experiences and their perspectives from an authentic place. Because that helps so much. Like me as a Black woman, I'm like, there's certain things that I can relate to that are a part of the Black male struggle because we both Black.
Yeah.
But I'm not a man. I'm not a Black man. Nope. And so whether it's, social justice stuff going on, or whether it's like dating or marriage or career, things like that, I appreciate having Black men that are open, transparent.
Yeah, me too.
And I like learning in general, obviously. But I like learning from other people and their experiences. So that's why I like to listen to interviews and things like that too.
Yeah.
But this interview in particular, there's so many other layers to it, but we're gonna stop there because we have other things to talk about.
Yeah. And I'm a little stressed out talking about it.
I believe it. We're gonna move to something else. So this is still kind of heavy-ish, but there was a video that was going around last week. There was this guy in his car. He was getting ready to eat, like I'm about to do after I set this up.
Okay.
And he said, he and his homeboy were out at a club, having guy time, bonding time, etc. His homeboy is married.
I saw the video.
He sees the homeboy actively pursuing other women in the club. Okay. And he, as the friend, says, "Nah, bruh, what you're not gonna do is that."
In front of my face.
Accountable.
I love it.
He held him accountable in that moment.
Love it.
And his friend got mad at him and stopped talking to him because he was like, "Nah, bro, why you hating? Why you hating?" And the guy was like, "Listen, you got me invested in this marriage. You made me
got me calling her sis.
Got me calling her sis. Got me paying all this money for the wedding, for the bachelor party in Vegas. What we not going to do is throw this investment away." So my thoughts, my question to you is, what are your thoughts on that video and just overall the accountability or lack thereof sometimes that there are among men?
Yeah, I first of all, I love that man's point of view. I liked how he presented it. It was in a joking, humorous way. But I think that he had valid points. And I think, again, based on some of my previous relationships, and I have a lot of male friends. And I've been on the other side of the conversation where well, that's not my problem. That's not my business. Or, that's between him and his wife. I'm like, no, that's not between him and his wife. That's between you, him and his wife. That's your friend. A lot of people don't want to hear when they're doing wrong. No one wants to hear when they don't want to be corrected because this is something that they want to do. And they feel disrespected by you giving them a piece of your mind. But what's up, again, taking it back to what I was saying a few minutes ago, but with having friends that you can feed off of, hear their advice, get feedback, be checked. My friends, y'all check me all the time, and I love that for me. I love that for me. Like I was saying the other day on my close friends, I said social media really grinds my gears because there's too many fake things going on my timeline. It's people that I know in real life, right? I know you in real life, and you really out here faking for the gram because no one's held you accountable, because nobody's checked you at the door. I'm the friend. I'm gonna let you know you tried it. You know you don't live that life. What you doing? So I think that going back to this young man, if that guy stopped talking to him, then he doesn't want friends. He doesn't want friends to be his village or make him accountable for his actions. He wants a yes man. He wants somebody to be a liar for him. He wants somebody to cover up his his wrongdoing. He wants an alibi. You don't want a friend.
I was just about to say that. He want an alibi, girl,
but not a friend. You don't want a friend. You want somebody to be an alibi for you. And I would be the same way. I done paid all this money for this daggone dress to get my daggone hair done. Okay? And I can't wear the dress but one time to your little dusty wedding. Okay? And you want me to sit here and watch you do some mess? If you didn't want the commitment of marriage, why did we do all that? Why did I spend this money? So no, I'm not holding you down. No, I don't. Sit your behind down. You should be at home with your wife anyway. Why is she not here?
Or I was about to say, either at home with your wife or she should be here with you. Because I am also, again, I say this all the time, I'm a firm believer in doing whatever works for your marriage. But y'all have to agree. And y'all have to communicate. Y'all have to be on one accord with whatever those things are. If your friend is saying, nah, bro, obviously that's not the agreement y'all have.
It's not.
Y'all
because
I'm
pretty sure.
Relationship.
Okay, if you be picking up like nobody in the bar, like you pick up girls in the bar, like we didn't discuss this. We did not discuss this, and I'm sure the wife didn't know nothing about it. And I'm sure the wife, if she knew what friend it is, if she sees that video and knows what friend she's talking about, she's probably lighting them up right now. If she is that type of woman, I hope she is. I hope she is. I would be calling that friend to be like, okay, so what else I need to know?
Okay. Let me be informed about whatever decisions I need to make next. Because what we're not going to do is have me living in ignorance. And look, it's rant. One of my pet peeves is, and this has not happened to me because, like I tell you all the time, I'm very quick to cut. I'm gone.
You are. Yeah.
The first drop, the first sprinkle, the first aroma of ridiculousness, I'm out. I don't want to stick around to find out. I'm good. Yeah. We can revisit later and see if there's character development, but in that moment, I'm out. So one of my pet peeves to see people go through is getting embarrassed.
Yeah.
Why are you embarrassing me in these streets? Why is it that I don't know, as your partner, as your family member, as your friend, what's going on before things come out? Like,
that's a point too. That's a valid point as well.
Don't embarrass me. We can handle
it. But he didn't want it to come out. That's the thing. He didn't want it to come out. That's why he's not talking to the man no more, because he didn't want it to come out. He wanted his friend, because clearly you don't know what a friend is. So I have to put it in quotations. You wanted your friend to sit there, shut up, and not say nothing to you, not check you for being wrong. That's the thing. I don't like that either. When I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
Same.
Again, me saying this out loud, like I don't like it all the time. Let's not get it twisted.
And I was gonna
say, being told I don't like it, but then it gives you a moment after you get over yourself and over your feelings, you reflect, because of course your ego's gonna show up first. The ego's gonna show up first. You think you right in that moment. Oh, I'm fine. It's okay. I'm good. Da, da, da. But once if you are logical and you are a
introspective,
emotionally sound,
intelligent,
and mature person, you're going to reflect on what your friend told you and why they were saying what they said to you. And then that's when you come back and have a conversation like, okay, look, I didn't want to hear it. Right. But you're right. I have a responsibility at home. I have a wife.
Honestly, I've had to grow into that, because when I was younger, I was really sensitive. And even now in my adulthood, that sensitivity creeps back in every now and then.
It does. It can.
And so, and so sometimes I have very honest friends, very honest friendships. And some of them Capricorns especially. I'm going to tell you specifically, because my youngest sister is a Capricorn, my brother is a Capricorn, my friend Jaina is a Capricorn. They don't be having filters.
Love her.
They don't have no filters. And it's coming from a place of love, but it sounds like it's not. It sounds like you just try to come for my neck. Yeah. But it's coming from a place of love. So I've had to recognize that and just be able to say, okay, it's coming from a place of love. And sometimes I'll still check them and be like, I didn't like how you said that to me. I understand the message, but the wrapping,
the way, the delivery
of the message, it hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
But I understand.
We haven't gotten there yet. We haven't gotten there yet. But I'm the same way. I get that all the time. Like, your delivery was a whack. I'm like, well, I'm just trying to get to the point. Like, I don't got time to be sugarcoating nothing for you, baby. Let's get to the point. Yeah. We haven't gotten there yet because we haven't had that opportunity, but
I'm a very flowery person. I'm a have the thought, sit with the thought, figure out how I can
wrap it with
season it a little bit
and sunshine.
Season it, add a little olive oil to it, and present it to you on a platter.
No, I'm coming straight for your jugular. I'm coming straight for your jugular, and that's all. But usually, the straight for the jugular is only after I've said it in a nicer way. Like, me and my best friend Daphne, we argue all the time. Like, one of our last conversations about something she got going on, I was like, that's stupid. You look stupid. And you need to reel that in. You're playing with your emotions. If you don't want your feelings hurt, then stop doing this. But obviously you want to play with fire, so you about to get burnt again. And she's like, why you gotta come in? And she hung up. I don't remember. Love her to death. That is my heart right there. That's my boo. But after so many times of telling you, and that's in general. So after I've done told you about 10 times, child, you want me to have a filter every time after the 10th time? Like, I don't have it. Because now I'm frustrated with you. But we do the same. She does the same thing to me. You know, again, that's holding each other accountable. She might say it nice the first time, but earlier today, she just went on me. Like, she just went in on me about something I got going on. And I'm like, okay, baby girl got a point. I might still be hard-headed. And that's fine. We can still be hard-headed, but as long as the person that we love, our persons in our corner, say what they had to say, you can't hold them. You can't hold it against them if you go against what they said and you get your feelings hurt again, because they were there. They're going to be there to help me pick up the pieces, but they said what they said. You heard it and you ignored it. So that's on you. But everyone should be able to hold each other accountable in relationships, period. Like, if you don't want to be held accountable, you don't want no one giving you advice. Then don't have no friends. Be by yourself. Be by yourself.
And see how that works out for you. Well, we're going to wrap it up.
We're going to put them on the prayer list. You got who we added to the prayer list?
Okay, hold on. Okay, we added Danae and Derrick Jaxn.
Yes, child.
And everybody that doesn't have real friends or doesn't want.
Yeah, poor thing. Yeah, who don't want it? Who don't want to be held accountable for their actions? And you know, right? Look, and the Bible even says you're gonna be held accountable for all of your actions. You have to stand up at the end of this world when Jesus said He over all of our foolishness and explain yourself. You have to be held accountable at some point, so you better start now. You better start now, because once you get to Jesus, when you get to Yahweh, okay, once you get to Joshua, he's not gonna baby, it's not gonna be how it is on earth.
He's not playing with you.
He's not. So y'all better get it together and stop playing, because God said what He said, and He also created friendships and relationships for that reason. We're not here to do life alone, whether it's romantic or platonic. It does not matter. He created friendships and relationships for a reason. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Well, let me just revisit the prayer list. You know, right now we have our running prayer list that we started on episode 2 of this season. At the top of our prayer list for this week, we have Mr. Brian McKnight and his wife and family. We're going to keep them in prayer and meditation.
Uplifted. And I literally have prayed for these people. This is not a joke.
This is not a game.
This is not a joke. This is not a joke.
Okay. Following that, we have the government of the United States
Ooh,
of
child.
America, specifically Papa Joe and his leadership, his cabinet. Um, we also have Mr. Ron DeSantis, who also recently announced that he is running for president of the United States in the
And I'm
2024
moving to
campaign.
Jamaica.
And the state of Florida, we're going to keep them in prayer as well.
Lifted in prayer.
Lifted. And newly added this week, we have the Jacksons, Mr. Naya Jackson, Mr. Derrick Jaxn, and every, I'm trying to be serious. And
Sorry.
everyone that does not want to be held accountable in their walk in this life. And so,
amen.
Even as we, close out this service, close out this episode of the podcast, we want to keep them in our hearts and minds, revisit their names daily, or as often as you remember. And
amen.
Yeah.
Yes, lift them in prayer. And if you have any special requests, please leave it in our DMs. We will pray for you too.
Absolutely.
We're all building our relationship with you. Legit. Let me take the smile off my face. We're being serious. This life is not easy. It's getting rough out here in these streets. So we all need to stay in community and in prayer. Okay. Absolutely. As ratchet as I may be, I am one of God's favorites. You cannot tell me otherwise. Okay. So send those prayer requests in. We're going to give it to God, leave it with Jesus. Stay prayed up, stay faithful, continue to build your community. Hello. And have someone hold you accountable for your actions. And that's where we come in. We got you.
Thank y'all for listening and watching.
Thank you. We totally appreciate you guys. And thank you for tuning in. And you will see us again next week. So stay tuned for another episode of the Rich Aunties podcast.
Yes.
Bye.